Hi everyone, today we're going to be making duct tape flower pens. They should come out like this in the end. And we can make leaves, make it look more like a flower. So you can write with flowers. You're going to need scissors, a pencil or a pen, something to attach the flower onto, and preferably 2 different types of duct tape. One for the stem to attach it on, that, and one for the flower. But you could use 3 to have the inside of the flower, like that, so you could see the outside, but the inside like that. I only used 1 color for this, but you could use 2 to make it look cooler. So to start, you're going to want to make a flat base that we can fold over. And if you want 2 colors, and I will do 2 colors just to show you. If you want 2 colors, then you put one on the inside, totally flat on the other side, and if you fold it over, the other side should have a totally different color. So I'm going to be using pink and black. If you watch the duct tape wallet video, you're going to be making basically the same thing. So now we have this, and I'm going to cut another sheet of duct tape, and then we're going to keep folding it on top of each other. When we fold it on top, we want the separate color, if you're going to have another, and put it on that, because this side is going to be all black, and then the other side is going to be all pink. You want to measure it kind of just by looking, trying to keep it the same length as the one you have. Put it right on top, like this. Oh. Mine's a little uneven, but that's okay, because we could just fix that when we're done. Just to make it easier for myself, I cut off that pink strip that was hanging so that I could place it down like this. So then I put 2 duct tape black strips on that side, and now I'm going to do that for the pink side and keep going on top until we get a full sheet. Okay, now I have 3 sheets of pink on this side, and I'm going to keep going like that. And just to mention, if you have these little like extra flaps of duct tape on the side, it's okay, you can keep them there because we could just cut them off at the end, just to keep it even. Also, you never want to fold this over like that if you have 2 separate colors, because then it'll mess it up and it won't look that good in the end. Every once in a while you want to measure just to see how long it is, because depending on how long you want your petals, like this, is how long it'll be when you fold it over. So if you fold it over and it's short like that, that's how short your petals will be if you started them. But I want to make it a little longer to kind of look like this, and yeah. As you can see, we kind of have this pink strip, the sticky side, hanging off like that. So you want to be careful, because this is the last strip I'm going to put on. I want to make sure something is hanging off on the other side. So half of it would be hanging off. I'm going to cover that. So now we have this part hanging off, as I said. And then I'm going to fold this right here, the sticky side right on the bottom of this pink side. Also, these are your petals, so I want the outside to be black and the inside to be pink. So if you want the other way around, you fold it that way and have the pink side sticky, so you fold it that way. But you also want to trim first. in, and then I can fold it over. And here we go. Now you have kind of like a little tunnel, like this. I'm going to cut little strips like this to make each of these petals. You want to keep them kind of close, but not too close that it looks messy. Depending on how big you want your flowers to look, or petals. You never want to cut all the way to the bottom, like this, or else it could fall off. We don't want that, so just carefully go that way. I'd say like 3/4 of the way down. You don't want to cut it too short. And you want to, as you keep cutting, you want to keep all of them around the same spot and the same size. You can already see the petals forming, like the little pink inside and the black outside. As you can see, I'm like halfway done, and I cut this one a little too long. So yeah, make sure not to do that. Here's the last one, and cut. Ooh, scissors are kind of sticky. So now we have these little petals. What you're going to want to do is take your pen. We're about to wrap it around. You're going to want to take whatever color you want as the stem. So I'm using green because I want to. There. So whatever color this is, you want this to be the same-ish size as your little ribbon tape things. Like that. Like we were doing before. So you want to do what we did with the black tape before. And you want to put it halfway there so that it sticks on to the pen. So, like that. And there we go. So we have this sticky side. And now this part you want to be really careful with, because this is how your flower is going to look. So you want to kind of put it at an angle so that it goes down like that. I would put your shorter ones in the middle because you're going to roll the pen that way. And whatever ones you start with first are going to be the ones that are going to be in the middle and not really seen as much. So go to the tip of the pen and just carefully wrap it around. Almost there, and there we go. That was rough, but now you kind of just want to play with it, make it stick out more. There we go. Now you have a little flower on the bottom of your pen. I think it looks pretty good. All right, and if you want to add little leaves sticking onto the side, make it look more like a flower, that's what we're going to do now. All right, so now we have the pen, and now we're going to make the leaves to the pen. So I'll use the same color as I did for my stem, because most of the time the leaves are probably the same color as the stem. You don't have to do the leaves, but I want to. So you want, however long your leaf is going to be, you want to cut that, because we're going to fold that in half. Be careful about this so it doesn't get that wrinkly. There we go. I didn't do that good a job because it's a little wrinkly, but that's okay because leaves are messy anyway. So I fold the little sides over so it's not that sticky. And then I'm going to cut the shape of whatever leaf I want it to look like. Now we have a funky looking leaf. I'm going to take the same tape again. Take just a little bit, enough to put on the leaf to attach it to the flower. Right at the bottom, cover that like that, then put it right where you want. I'm gonna put it right here. Just kind of bend it out. There you go. And now you have a little leaf on the side of your pen. You can add as many leaves as you want, but for right now, I'm just gonna have one. Now you have a flower pen. And just for fun, I like to spray it with perfume to make it smell like a vanilla flower if I wanted. There we go. Now you have a flower pen. Bye everyone. Thank you.